What's up YouTube? My name is Movo. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have actually seen this map. Of course, this was an official map from Pokemon. It looks like someone painted it or something in Photoshop. It looks amazing, by the way. But did you really look at all the little tiny details of this map? Especially one that I didn't see until like a few hours later. But it's this mysterious new island, dark island area that obviously we didn't have any access to in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Didn't exist. So what is this thing? I mean, is it like Primal Cave? Some were saying it was maybe Citadark Isle. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But that was, of course, from XD Gale of Darkness. So I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it looks amazing. And then when you zoom in, it looks like some spooky, creepy area. Now, like I said, the places that a lot of people said that this is basically Primal Cave, Citadark Isle, and the Distortion World. A lot of people love the Distortion World. I personally love the Distortion World. But the thing about the Distortion World was that it wasn't on the map. It was in a different world. It was in a different dimension. And you couldn't see it on the Sinnoh map at all. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just the place where you access to go into the Distortion World. But saying that actual island is the Distortion World, that wouldn't make any sense because that's not a separate world. Now, is it possibly a new area for Kyogre and Groudon? Yeah, it's a pretty good possibility for Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Maybe that's just where you get the stones or whatever it is to power these guys up. But that would mean that some course of action would probably end up changing for Pseudopolis, because obviously the big event happened there when you went to go catch Groudon or when you went to go catch Kyogre. That's where you went to go do it. Is that going to change now to the place over top of Lily Cove? Not exactly sure. It might just be the place where you go get the stones before, but also keep in mind that when I was looking at the screenshots of Primal Groudon and Kyogre and like their actual gameplay, it looks like that you're actually facing them maybe with those forms. I'm not exactly sure, but it would be really interesting to see if you're actually facing, like you're against those guys, if you're trying to catch Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Now, all the screenshots, they're like a level 100 Pokemon, so you couldn't really tell. And obviously, when you're going to go catch Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, if that actually happens, they're not going to be level 100. They're probably going to be like level 46 or 50. So we'll have to hold off on that. But really interesting. I really don't know what that place is going to be, but I feel like it's going to have something to do with Primal Groudon or Kyogre. It could just be an extra event, like it could be a place to get, I don't know, like Darkrai or just an extra Pokemon. Hoopa maybe. A lot of people were thinking that Hoopa had something to do with this. Again though, Hoopa is a Kalos Pokemon, and you're going to honestly want to show off the Kalos Pokemon and its Kalos region. It's not a Hoenn Pokemon, so I don't necessarily know why you would want to do that in the first place, but I really honestly think that Hoopa, of course, will probably be debuting in Pokemon X and Y, like Volcanion, like the Mega Latioses, and like Diancie. And then if Volcanion and Hoopa end up having Mega Stones, then it'll be in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We'll have to see. Because everyone was thrown off by that Mega Stone from Mega Diancie. We did not expect a Mega Diancie at all. But I don't know. So whatever that place is, it's super creepy. It looks like it has like flames coming out of it at the same time too. Like it's ghostly and all that. It's like dark and scary. And it's like has flames. It's just like a creepy place, but yet it looks so awesome. I am so psyched for this game, especially for the new places that we're going to find. Another place that I wanted to talk about also was going to be this little crater that came out of Pseudopolis. Now, I'm not actually talking about the Pseudopolis crater, that you see obviously in there where the town is, or whatever the volcano is, whatever that's called. I'm talking about the little island crater that's right on the northwest corner of Pseudopolis that I don't think was there before. Now, the thing about that crater is that it might have been there from Ruby and Sapphire, because there was a place where you swim underwater. I remember this. You swim underwater, go through little caverns and stuff, and you go up, and you're around like this place where you can get like some shards and stuff. Not much there, but you're pretty much isolated, and the only way to go back through and get onto the rest of the route was that you had to go back underwater and go through the caverns again. So that that might be the place where we had those shards. There are, I think, 1 or 2 there. Not very interesting, but we didn't really see that in like the original Hoenn map, so I'm not exactly sure as to what that is either. That could be maybe a new place where just like a side event is going to happen, like if they're necessarily going to bring in, I don't know, like Deoxys or, you know, whatever, Lugia, Ho-Ho. Actually, I think those birds would still have like Naval Rock or something, but if you didn't want to have like, you know, Deoxys' little boring island or whatever, then I don't know, you can maybe put something in that crater. But it also very well could just be a place that you go underwater, you go up to the top, and there's some items there. That basically could be the extent of it, and that might just be a teaser for, you know, people to look at. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about was going to be the Battle Frontier and the Battle Tower. Now, looking at the original map, you can obviously see that there's that one little island where the Battle Frontier / the Battle Tower was. But when you look at the new map, it is actually covered up by clouds, which makes you think that probably something really interesting is going to be there because they didn't want to reveal it yet. They want to, you know, keep it a surprise for everyone. But it also means that maybe the Battle Tower and the Battle Frontier moved to a different location. I mean, it wasn't like you could geographically get to it, like you could actually surf to it or anything. You had to fly to it, or you had to get that ferry pass. So maybe it could be at a different island, and there are some other islands that are around that obviously weren't used. So, like this one down over, I guess, you know, southeast of Slateport. The last thing I want to show you, and there's probably not going to be anything out of this at all, but I thought it looked pretty awesome, is that if you look at the northeast corner of the map, it looks like there's actually a dragon or something there from the clouds. It looks like it's literally a cloud that's in the shape of a dragon if you look right here. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty awesome in my opinion. But probably nothing out of that. Probably just, you know, something to make the map look cool. So, other than that, there's really not any other place I'm, like, interested in, like, maybe finding a new place or anything. Naval Rock, of course, all those areas where we caught Deoxys and Mew and, you know, the other Latios that you didn't get in the game. Basically, all of those guys, they weren't on the home map at all. Well, Naval Rock was in the Sevii Islands. I'm not exactly sure where Deoxys and Mew were, but they weren't anywhere close. So I don't know exactly as to what's going to happen with those guys either. They're probably, again, not going to be on the map. If those events are going to come back, they're probably not going to be on the map, and we'll just, you know, have to wait and see when those happen. But it'll be really interesting, and I cannot wait for these games. I'm so psyched, especially seeing that little mysterious dark island. It just looks so epic. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. My name is Mobo19. Let me know what you guys think that island is going to be. Yeah, bye-bye. What's up, YouTube? My name is Movo. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have actually seen this map. Of course, this was an official map from Pokemon. It looks like someone like painted it or something in Photoshop. It looks amazing, by the way. But did you really look at all the little tiny details of this map? Especially one that I didn't see until like a few hours later. But it's this mysterious new island, a dark island area that obviously we didn't have any access to in Ruby and Sapphire Emerald. Didn't exist. So what is this thing? I mean, is it like Primal Cave? Some were saying it was maybe Citadark Isle. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But that was, of course, from XD Gale of Darkness. So I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it looks amazing. And then when you zoom in, it looks like some spooky, creepy area. Now, like I said, the places that a lot of people said that this is basically Primal Cave, Citadark Isle,